This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Hey, yeah. Everybody, here we are. 7:04. Mark Parrish over there. Parker Fox just came in.
Look at Parker Fox.
I know he's moving on.
Big TV star Parker Fox just slaying the old Gophers. No big deal.
He looks wide awake in the morning.
And we're not allowed to talk about what he's about to do, but it's going to be big stuff, man. Big things are happening.
Look at you, man.
Yeah.
How'd it go last week?
That was really fun. Yeah, last week was fun. Just being back, in the gym was a different feeling, but to see Nico and the whole new crew and everything, and I think they're going to have a lot of success moving forward. So it was fun to kind of just be a small part in that.
I know. We only got to know him for 60 minutes, but man, what a down to earth, good dude. During the commercial breaks, he was super nice.
Yeah, did he mention
easy
me
guy
at all?
to cheer for.
Yeah, he mentioned all of you, especially you, Hawk. He was just raving about your basketball IQ and knowledge and the whole crew. But yeah, he's great.
Good dude.
He hopped on the microphone too after and just addressed the crowd. Thanked them for coming to the exhibition game, which was just so cool. Something you don't even think that's necessary, but that's how his mind works. So
that's awesome.
He's trying to move this thing in the right direction.
Good for him.
Do we have a squad though? Is it give me the is it a young team? Is it a team that needs to exceed expectations? What do we got in terms of an actual roster?
I think it's a team that has a lot of question marks. They're going to be led by Cade Tyson, who was at North Carolina last year and really didn't play. The year before that was at Belmont, was a 47% 3-point shooter, averaged 17 a game. Went to UNC thinking he's kind of moving up and just didn't get the opportunity. So if he can kind of return to that form that he was in the year before, he's going to lead that squad. They got a shooter off the bench from Davidson, who's about a 45% 3-point shooter. A guard from Western Michigan that's solid, returner Isaac Asuma. And then their front court's going to be their question. Don't have a lot of depth there. They start Robert Vaihola, transfer from San Jose State, and then they bring a kid off the bench from Alexandria, Minnesota, and Grayson Grove. So I think that's going to, be the spot where they struggle a little bit. And as you know, in the Big Ten, you have to be big. The front court has to be there. So I think that's going to be the one thing that they're kind of putting the question marks on. But if they can bring that wing depth along, they'll be able to score the ball.
So they're missing that Dawson Garcia, Parker Fox factor.
That's exactly where I was trying to get at. They could really use me. But
gotcha.
But no, I think it's going to be fun. And as you know, it takes time, especially in this NIL era. You have to raise a couple $1 million if you want to go get a big center to go.
What is the Dawson update? He's still with the Pistons?
Yeah, still with the Pistons. Had a little preseason super minor injury that's probably going to stick him in the G League for a while, but I think that's a great opportunity for him. The Pistons are kind of trending in the right direction upwards. They got some talent. They got some depth. So there's not really a position for him to step in right away as a rookie. So I think for him to go in the G League, kind of grind his way up, have a lot of success with the Motor City G League team, and then hopefully that turns over to some actual NBA minutes. So, but yeah, he's out there in Detroit. He's loving it and giving himself a chance to be an NBA player. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's
good
fun
for him.
Appreciate it.
I know. It's a lot of fun.
Cool. All right, let's do the news with Christopher.
Hey,
Allen,
Zacho.
Hockey.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I know you made it. I don't know where you put it, but for some reason the news opener got deleted or it got outdated. So,
oh no!
This is the news with me.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the 2026 IIHF World Junior Championship.
See how he did that?
That's
well
pretty
done.
good.
That's live, man.
That's
live.
Professional.
That's live.
Hey, can I start this really quickly? It's a trivia question.
Well, hell yeah.
It's news related.
Okay.
I hope you guys didn't see this. I'm sure some of you did because you're on Twitter.
Yeah.
The Louvre heist.
Yeah.
That I had nothing to do with.
Or
right.
everything to do with.
Nothing to do with.
Just so happened.
Did you guys see what they say those jewels are worth?
I just heard about this heist. I did not see that. I'm going to go with
Smash and grab, right? They went through the second floor. They get into the Apollo room. They steal the jewels.
Down in the jungle room.
In and out in 7 minutes.
Great point.
Estimated worth of those jewels that they stole,
I'm going to go $225 million.
$225 million, Parker.
I was told priceless. I don't know if that's a number, but
priceless is what they described it as,
let's
but they
go
have
with
an estimated worth.
$70 million.
$70 million. Sauce.
Let's go $500 million.
$500 million.
Well, I'm going to
Mark.
go crazy, and I'm going to go like $750 million.
$750 million. Zachary.
$420 million.
Nice.
69,000.
baby.
Blaze
I
it.
like that you guys all went super high. They are estimating that the group that smashed into the Louvre and got in and out and then escaped on motorbikes within about 7 minutes, $102.63 million. And they are already fearing that some of those jewels may have been melted down.
Well, yeah.
Didn't they say they
can't keep
dropped
them.
like the most expensive one or something?
Yeah,
too?
a couple of them were recovered almost immediately. They must have dropped one or two of them, but
Zoinks.
the rest of them we may never see again. $102 million.
Yeah, you had
That's a
to
lot.
drop the crown because you had to put your hands around the waist of the guy who was actually riding the motorcycle, right?
You were like, don't go too fast.
Oh, we didn't think of this.
Yeah.
Why don't you just wear the crown as we cruise through the streets of Paris?
They would have known it was you.
That's a boss move to wear it as you're escaping.
Wear it.
Was that the Burger King? Who was
Now,
that?
listen, admittedly, I don't have the mind of a thief, but it's one thing to steal them. It's another thing to take something that old and so precious and melt it down.
Yeah.
Right. When you feel
And
bad.
destroy it, man.
The
I wouldn't be able to
history.
do it.
That's
Yeah,
the part that
correct.
bothers me is it's the history.
yeah.
Right, you're not stealing
destroying
it
history.
to give it to the highest bidder or hold it for ransom.
Yeah, right.
Against the entire country of France, going, I'll give it back to you. You just have to pay up. Right? It's just I want to melt it down.
Not some political move. No. No.
Some people just want to watch the crown burn.
Yeah,
Exactly.
correct.
Man, we'll see if they ever catch these people. They're analyzing surveillance footage, and like I said, when I was there, I noticed 1 million cameras. There just didn't seem to be a lot of security people. Just cameras everywhere.
Weird, man.
That doesn't stop a robbery. That just helps you solve it when it's over.
You are
You mean
correct.
211?
So you've been talking about a heist forever.
Mm-hmm.
You went a day and a half before and scoped out the place, and you had zero pardons.
I was in that exact
Right.
room a day and a half before
I mean,
the heist,
yes,
and I
I'm gonna
had
tell you.
zero to do with it.
You're on the
Corey,
list somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're on a
man.
list somewhere.
Yeah. Interpol is looking at you.
Well, let's say this. John Bonus changed my opinion on whether or not I would ever announce if I won the Powerball, right? He
he's
convinced
right.
me to remain anonymous.
Yep, he's right.
But the other thing we've talked about forever is if you win the Powerball and you want to remain anonymous, you can't win the Powerball and resign from the power trip the next morning. It's like, how did he just quit? The Powerball went off in Plymouth yesterday and he quits the next. You can't do that.
No.
So if I'm 1/7 of $102 million, if I resign in 6 months or maybe a year,
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe a year and a half.
Something's up.
Yeah,
Thumbs
something's
up.
up. You were happier than usual yesterday, and that's carried over today.
I was just happy to see you guys.
Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah, Zach's right to say
I was excited to see you guys and wake up early.
Yeah, Sauce is
and-
going to figure this
I
out.
have an awfully big smile
I
on
saw
this
you
morning.
heel click on the way out yesterday.
Yeah. He knows he's going to Thunder Down Under on
I'm
Friday.
just happy to be back in the United States of America. It's a great country. Welcome back to me.
Yes.
Wow.
We missed you.
You want proof this country is great? Here's the news.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start someplace else then. Let's see. I'll start with this. The Mega Millions jackpot continues to climb. No grand prize winner in Tuesday night's big drawing. So the jackpot rolls over to $680 million with cash option of about $318. Next drawing is on Friday.
See, you could either rob the Louvre about 5.5, 6 times or just win the Mega Millions.
Right.
And there's no jail time if you win the Mega Millions.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true, baby.
It's true.
Popular weight loss drugs like Ozempic and Zepbound are also now helping folks with sleep apnea.
Oh.
Researchers reported at a meeting at the American College of Chest Physicians. Oh, my God.
What was it now?
Chest physician. How did you not go to school for that? Yeah.
You had a bad guidance counselor.
Seriously, how did you miss that?
I'm just
Somebody failed you.
Bad.
I'm an amateur chest physician.
Chris, what are your interests?
If you would have taken one of those tests, it would have said that would have been like 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
What are-
clearly weren't being honest.
What are my interests, Miss Mangan? Look down.
Well, Chris, it is going to be 8 years of school. I volunteer as tribute.
Why am I taking generals? I just want to get straight to the boobies.
You never work a day in your life.
Yep. Comes home smiling.
Yeah.
Leaves for work early, heel clicking. Researchers looked at the data on more than 1.5 million patients with type 2 diabetes, and over a quarter of them were prescribed weight loss drugs. The FDA last year approved Zepbound as the first drug to treat sleep apnea in adults with obesity. How about that, man? They're finding so many things about this miracle drug. And I'm telling you, it made my thing grow.
Yeah.
And it is weird how science compounds, right? It seems like once one floodgate kind of opens, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, we solved this problem. And that problem solved 6 other problems.
Yeah.
And then those problems solved other. It's just, whatever. It's exponential. It's awesome.
Modern medicine is amazing.
It's pretty cool, man.
Last week, he was talking about how it's made his thing grow. And somebody, I don't think you can guess, asked to see it.
Yeah. Keeps asking, too.
Hang on.
Yeah, he texted about it.
I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Can I guess?
Yeah, sure.
Just stop me when I get it.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm just going to keep saying names. You guys all just say stop as soon as I get it right.
The person who asked to see Hawk's penis.
Yeah, if I say it, because I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
If I say it, all of you in unison just say stop. Got it.
It's
Ready?
really a shot in the dark.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's see here. Let me just start throwing out names. Tommy Olson.
Stop.
Wow. I was going to start with Carlos Mencia.
What? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Carlos.
Didn't he get canceled?
Ow.
For
joke stealing.
Yeah, joke
Yeah.
stealing.
That was the
Like
big
George
deal.
Yeah,
Lopez.
Rogan-
Wasn't he stealing Lopez?
Yeah,
Something like
Rogan
that.
went
Yeah.
on stage and no, I think it was Cosby. I think he was stealing Cosby's bits.
Well, that's all right.
Well,
In hindsight, go for it.
yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Just steal his material. Don't steal his strategies.
Yeah.
I'm going to read this story, even though it's not news, but I find it really fascinating. It's kind of sportsy. So this is a true story. This was posted on the Rockford, Minnesota History Facebook page, but I find it fascinating. You over there, Zacho?
Yes, sir.
You're going to love this. Monticello, Minnesota History found a treasure trove of old newspapers and documents in a building that was being remodeled in Monticello. Saved them from a dumpster. Below is an article detailing Rockford and Monticello playing baseball on May 29th of 1885. Last Friday, the baseball team from Monticello, together with several citizens, loaded themselves into the Platt Titus's red omnibus with 4 horses drawing it and 4 or 5 other rigs, and they left to go to Rockford to play a friendly game of baseball. The day was beautiful and the ride was highly enjoyed. They all dined in Buffalo, so they stopped along the way in Buffalo and had something to eat because it's a long damn way back then from Monticello to Rockford, right? They proceeded then to Rockford, where they arrived at about 2:30 p.m. The game started at 3:40 on account of the non-arrival of Rockford's pitcher from Minneapolis. So he was running late, so they had to start the baseball game late because he had to come all the way from Minneapolis. The ground was not very smooth, not level, and the Monticello boys had good use to put the time waiting into practicing on the uneven grounds. The game was in progress, however, and developed some pretty good playing. There were numerous double plays and divers in action, which brought out applause from the spectators. After the game, in an exchange of chivalry, charmed, the visiting club was invited to partake in a bounteous repast prepared by the excellent ladies of Rockford. The drive home was also a pleasure, and one in the light of the moon. The return game will be played in Monticello on Thursday, June 11th. Rockford is a beautifully romantic hamlet nestled in the grove on the bank of the Crow River. That's an actual newspaper article from 1885.
Wow.
That's super cool.
That's
Beautifully written.
Isn't that cool, though?
Not by artificial intelligence.
You don't think, because I know baseball started, if you've seen the documentary from Ken Burns on baseball, it's beautifully done.
Yes.
We've been playing baseball since, a long time, Civil War, right?
Yeah.
But you don't think about the fact that you couldn't get on the bus and drive to the team,
Yeah.
If you were going to play in Rockford and you're from Monticello, it'd take you a long time to get there.
And half your team would die of dysentery.
Wait, is that real?
Man,
All right, trivia.
isn't that cool?
Let's gamify the news.
Okay.
What else noteworthy happened in the year 1885?
There was
Back to the Future 3.
Nailed it.
train.
Yeah,
Back
Clint
to the
Eastwood-
Future
Clint
3.
Eastwood went over the over the
train tracks.
They
For
did.
sure.
Who loves
Sad.
that movie?
Chris Hockey.
It's the best of the three.
It's the worst of the three, and it's not close.
I'm gonna have to agree.
He loves it.
I love it. I love
Buford Tannen.
Yeah, Mad Dog Buford Tannen.
Yeah.
Step Brothers' mom is the love
Yeah,
interest.
Mary Steenburgen.
who is
Yeah.
married to Ted Danson.
Ted Danson, exactly. Great in Curb.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I love that movie. I love that.
Did they show her in like a
Old timey,
Is
like
that
an
what-
old timey
yeah.
dress for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, she's all nude.
Dude,
What?
I laughed harder than I've laughed in a long time on the plane the other day flying back. They had season, I think it's 7-ish of Curb as one of your options on the plane. I hadn't watched that season in a long time. It was the Seinfeld season, whatever season that is, where they do the Seinfeld reunion bit.
Oh, dude.
That also, though, so the Funkhauser bit.
Funkhauser
of course.
joke.
That's not what I laughed at, though.
Oh,
All my girls are animal fans, right? They're the stereotypical chicks. They like animals. They care about animals. Good for them.
yeah, they should. Yeah.
The episode of Curb with the black swan at the golf club, where Larry hits a ball down by the lake or down by the pond, and he goes down. There's a bunch of like swans, but the club owner really cares about one black swan.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And when Larry's down by his ball, the black swan starts coming over the hill and then starts running towards Larry, like in an attack formation. I tap my 11-year-old on the shoulder and go, hey, watch this, and point to the screen. She was watching something on her iPad. But I point to the screen going, and I know what's about to happen, but didn't think quite enough about like how affected she's going to be by it.
Yeah.
Black swan, full speed, runs at Larry David, and Larry gets threatened, so he takes the golf club. I forgot how aggressively the swan explodes. Her jaw drops in horror. And Bailey and Angie looking like, what are you making her watch that for? I'm wiping away tears. I laughed so hard because it was so funny, and she was not having it.
Oh, yeah.
Harper was terrified that even a fictional black swan exploded. I wiped away tears for, I'm not exaggerating, probably 30 seconds straight. Wow. And all three of them go, what's wrong with you? I'm 6 hours into this flight. This is my favorite moment of this hellhole. Let's get home. But God dang it. That episode, I had forgotten how brilliant that entire episode is.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
The only reason they're on the course is because Larry yelled at the guy the previous day and the guy had a heart attack and died. Yeah. So he's on the course. Everybody else takes the day off of the golf. Because respect for Norm, except for Larry's group, and then he kills the black swan.
Yeah.
It's freaking
great. Yeah, it's genius.
great. Then the engraver guy changes the stone of Larry's mom's. It's just it is Seinfeld on steroids. It's so freaking good.
Yeah,
it's the
Curb's
greatest
the
comedy
best.
of all time.
Yes, it is.
Curb's number one all time.
Yeah.
There's the news. Let's go to High V, and we'll be right back. Do some sports.
Time now for the Vikings Report, presented by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Minnesota Vikings. Linebacker Jonathan Grenard joins the power trip next, thanks to Hy-Vee.
You guys know Adam Sandler, right?
Sure, man. Know him well.
He's playing a show at Grand Casino tonight.
Tonight,
We have like 2 more shots of tickets.
Grand Casino Center, by the way, used to be the X, in case you're confused. Because I have to keep saying that because people get confused. Like Parker had no idea what I was saying just now.
Not at all.
You're always confused, Parker.
Oh, I'm so confused.
That's sad.
Poor guy.
I got it right here in front of me. There's a speaker, Grand Casino Arena.
There you go.
There you go.
Branding. And a wild sweatshirt.
Look
wow.
at you,
Wow.
team player.
There you go.
Crazy.
That's where your
boy.
gal's going to play here pretty soon.
That's
For
right.
the Wild?
For the Wild.
Dude,
yeah.
that would be sick.
She got a
That
call
would
up.
be sick.
be great.
Her and you're off.
There we go.
I think she'd
he
fight
needs
too
somebody
much.
to feed him.
Yeah, they would be. Yeah,
How
she'd
about
drop the
the-
gloves.
How about the Gopher women, by the way? Did you see that? No.
Yeah, we were watching it live. I don't know if
Line
you guys saw
brawl?
this, but
No
They get in
way.
a fight?
yeah, there was
Line brawl?
Yeah, it was a full out. There was like 3 seconds left. 2 girls go to the penalty box, and then Gophers are up 6-3. Drop the puck. The girl kind of dives on it, so the they don't like that. So she's cross checking her, And then the game ends, and the two girls come out of the box, and they're throwing actual fists at each other.
Awesome.
I think 4 girls are suspended for next week, and then both the benches clear, and these girls are just going at it.
God,
the
that's
coaches start bickering back and forth. Yeah, it was pretty electric.
Fight.
Let's gamify this.
Fight.
Parrish.
What?
Now, on Friday, you forgot the name Matt Boldy.
Yes, I did. Thank you for reminding me. And the world.
Can you name the only female player in history to play in an NHL preseason game? Do you remember her name, and do you remember the team she played for?
Menon Reum.
And?
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Dear God, look at you.
Are you going to mess with him like that?
Yeah.
You going to mess with him like that?
That's fire.
I wouldn't have known how to pronounce it, but I'm reading it right now. Say it again. How do you say it?
Menon Reum.
Wow, what a name.
What country is she
Yeah, with
from?
more. She is a Canadian.
Oh, yeah.
She Montreal something for other French Canadian, obviously. Yeah, she was pretty good too.
1992.
She was pretty good. I was obviously a little bit before my time, but yeah, I talked to the guys that kind of played against her and played with her and everything, and she could play. She was a good
Dude,
goalie.
you're not kidding. According to this, she played in one and only preseason game in 1992. She only gave up 47 goals.
Yeah, that's it.
Not bad.
That's
not
what
bad.
I mean. So she did
Hey,
pretty
but-
well.
Break that glass ceiling.
That's it.
And Adam Sandler is playing Grand Casino Arena tonight. Caller 11 gets a pair of tickets. 2 more chances. This is last of 2, so good luck.
Nailed it.
Yeah, get it done.
Yeah,
Get her done.
Wow, you remembered that name,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you,
but not Boldy.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll answer for my client. He 1,000% would.
Yeah, 1,000%. She
Yes.
looks like
I got respect.
Yeah.
Hawkwood. Yes.
Yeah, she's attractive.
Yeah.
It's not all about looks, Core.
This is
We talked about
this is
that
just for
during the
Rosie,
break.
just in case Rosie's listening. Is goalie no? Hang on, I'm already going to answer my own question because I'm thinking of Kathy Ireland and Necessary Roughness.
Oh yeah.
Kicker has got to be the number one answer for position that a female could play in a professional sport. Is,
Whatever she likes, man. I don't care.
don't you think?
Yeah.
Kicker, field goal kicker, like Lucy from Necessary Roughness.
Yeah, you would think so.
What else? Because it can't. NBA wouldn't work. Baseball, I don't think there's a spot.
Oh, yeah.
Hockey, it's got to be goalie.
Yeah, it would be goalie.
So it's either goalie or kicker
Yeah.
or punter. Those are the
Punter,
three.
yeah.
Are those the three?
Yeah.
Top 3?
Probably.
yeah, it has to be.
I feel like some woman is screaming at the radio right now, but
Gosh, the Parsha Boys
all
are so
three
misogynistic.
I'm saying let's make it happen.
Idiots.
Yeah.
I'm cheering for
I
it
can
to
only
happen.
think of 3.
Why not quarterback?
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to work.
Why not?
But I think we could have.
What about middle linebacker?
I don't think that's
there
going
you
to work.
go.
I don't think Icebox from Little Giants is rolling through anytime soon.
What about left tackle? Hawks in.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Like a female Damian Woody?
Yeah, he's in.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
The Vikings battle the Chargers on tomorrow, actually, at 7:20. Pregame at 5. We'll talk more about that in Vikings news
Got lots of audio for you.
next. But a Hawk Parrish, the NBA opened their season last night. The Thunder
some.
beat the Rockets 125-124 in double OT. And then the Warriors beat the Lakers 119-109.
Parker, I don't know if you were
Johnny
listening.
Thunders.
I don't know if you were listening earlier.
drunk.
Wow. I don't know if you were listening earlier. So, in case I had it wrong. So, Kevin Durant tried to call a timeout at the end of the first overtime, but the refs didn't see it. Is that what happened?
Yeah, he almost pulled the Chris Webber. Didn't have a timeout to call. Grabs the rebound with about 2 seconds left underneath the hoop. So what that would do would be advance the ball. You'd have 2 seconds to, outlet it in your half court. And so he's signaling, and the refs don't give it to him. They get together, but you can't go back and do it. The refs would have had to blow the whistle, call the timeout, and then award OKC the technical free throws.
So OKC was super pissed that they didn't get free throws.
Like they're Mark Daignault, their coach is out there screaming. Their players are out there, and they messed it up. And Shea addressed it post game, was like, "Hey, they messed it up, but so be it." And then the Warriors won anyways instead of double
Thunder,
overtime.
I mean, yep.
Yeah,
Thunder,
Thunder.
yep.
Sorry, yep.
Yep.
So
they
it
still
was-
got the win.
Still got the win, but yeah, it was almost just one of those brain fart moments from KD, who played awesome too.
It's like the first time he's fouled out in a long time.
Yeah, double overtime does that to you as well. But
Here he is on being fouled out.
I was very drunk.
KD was drunk.
Wow. In his first game?
He probably was high. I don't know if he was drunk.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Parker, you don't have to name names. Do you know that if you ever played with somebody at the collegiate level, Gophers or otherwise.
Yes.
Drunk or high.
Oh, yeah. All the time. Not drunk either. The other
All
one.
the time.
Yeah, I had some teammates that were, high every practice.
But functional.
Game. Yeah, well, that's just how they lived their life. Like, they were just always high. So that's just how it kind of worked for them.
Wow.
But,
I think that would,
But they were just used to it. Yeah.
They were definitely relaxed.
Yeah, I don't know how the heck they would have done it.
Yeah.
But, I definitely had some teammates. And then also sometimes you would play against other guys and you would just like smell the backwood on their jersey or like their warm up or whatever. You're like, this guy was definitely smoking pregame for sure. So, it's always funny. But like KD's notorious for saying like he plays high all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey,
good for
I mean,
him.
he's one of the, 10 or 15 best players of all time, so it's working.
Yeah, see, Pat gets it.
Yep.
Somewhere in that
The
conversation.
Wolves open their
How about a
season
blunt?
tonight. Yeah, or smoke a blunt.
The
Tonight
sticky icky icky.
Oh, against the
Smoking
Trailblazers.
good Lebanese hash.
Why does he say those things?
Hippie counterculture.
Because he likes it.
Yeah, man, what are you going to, were you talking down to him?
Yeah,
No,
you
I
judging
love
Pat
Pat.
Kessler?
No, I love Pat.
Let him blaze it.
Yeah, let him
Yeah.
blaze it up, dude.
Quiet.
Yeah, he doesn't want everybody to know.
Oh, he's talking to you.
One toke over the line, sweet Jesus.
One toke over the line.
I wish he and I were best friends.
Great song.
There's still time.
I've asked him to play the initials game, because that's all we care about. Mm-hmm. And he says, like, he's always busy.
I'm a little man.
Okay.
Well, I think that what that means is he's scared.
Of?
Losing to you.
Yeah.
You really love me, don't you?
Yes, I do, Pat.
He's pretty good.
How did you hang up the phone and call in that?
The sweet, sweet ganja.
Yeah, correct. The Wolves are -4.5. That
Have
game
you
can
consumed marijuana?
Yes. The Wolves game can be heard right here on the Fan. Ant is questionable with back spasms.
That's a lie.
No, that's true.
It is true.
I heard that person say it.
Those aren't fun.
Oh, that person.
It is true. And then you got to get on a flight and go all the way to Portland and with some back spasms. That's not ideal. But
Oh, that might be fun.
Yeah, then smoke the sticky icky.
yeah, go with some pills.
Go ahead, Alex.
Here's Finch. He's pumped to get some.
There's a lot of excitement. We started looking at some things Portland specific this week, so I think that's got the guys focused in the right direction. And these guys have been through a lot of training camps now, so they put the work in, but now we gotta take it to another level when the season opens.
He's all man.
Yep. And since nobody in this town reports, let's just ask the guy from his own mouth. Here's Ant on his back problem.
Doctor said I need a backiotomy.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's what he said.
That's good audio.
You'd probably add some cuss words in there. But
Yeah.
And here's everybody Parker ever played with.
Do I look like somebody that would smoke marijuana?
Did you guys see the bit over the weekend when Ant handed out all those awards and he interviewed the gal from Matilda because it's his favorite movie? That was so good.
it was the
And
best.
she was like so taken, like, oh, all right.
She was fired up.
It was
Yeah, that
great.
was super cool.
Yeah, you
That
got
was
Chalamet too
That's a
for
great
White Boy
film.
of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good. So good.
The Wild are 3-3-1. They battle the Devils tonight in New Jersey. That game can be heard right here on The Fan.
Yeah, they got to go in there against a very good New Jersey Devils
Hold on
team.
one
Jack
second.
Hughes. Okay, go ahead.
Hold on one second.
Sorry.
Start the clock.
Oh, yeah.
It's time for the Hockey Minute with Mark Parrish, brought to you by our friends at St. Cloud State University.
Go Huskies. The Wild, hey, coming up on a big win in at Madison Square Garden. There's no better place to win on the road than Madison Square Garden. Philip Gustafsson stood tall. We had Urov getting his first NHL goal, and they're going to need to keep playing great against the New Jersey Devils. Markstrom is a spectacular goaltender, and Jack Hughes just coming off of a hat trick, the third of his career. Jack Hughes feeling good. Jesper Bratt, they've got some spectacular hockey players in New Jersey, but as long as the Wild keep playing this full team game, I love the decor. I love seeing the Bouillon Spurgeon, the Faber Brodin, and the Middleton Juracek matchup. I love seeing the young guys with the veterans. As long as these guys keep learning and keep improving, we will see a lot more of games like that this season.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was
You
sweet.
did it.
That was
Thank you.
excellent.
Thank you.
Well done.
Would you go to weed college?
I mean,
It was St. Cloud State. Sorry.
They got more than weed up there.
How long were you there?
2 years.
4 years just for weed? Damn!
what'd you major in?
Hockey.
Dodgers Blue Jays World Series is this Friday at 7:00. The Dodgers are -150 to win the game and -215 to win the series. The Gophers battle the Hawkeyes this Saturday at 2:30. Pregame at 12:30 right here on the Fan.
Please stop.
The Hawkeyes are now 8.5-point favorites.
8.5. Wow.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
I think the Gophers win.
Straight up.
Yeah, I think they win straight up.
Look at you.
I do. They look really good last week.
They sure did, man. That was fun.
Did.
And Iowa's good. They got a good quarterback, but he can't throw the ball. He just likes to run. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Forrest Gump just started running.
Yeah.
Never
He just felt like running.
Yeah, he was good at it.
Yeah. Running.
And he ran all over the country.
He sure did.
Pretty good.
Great
Like
film.
Dov in a Juggalo jersey.
Yeah,
Then one
loved
day he was
stuff.
tired.
Yeah.
So he
He's pretty
quit.
tired. Yeah. Vikings news is next. Parker Fox is here. Mark Parrish is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Joe on the Van.
It's a wild Wednesday on the Fan, and we have your tickets to next week's 25th anniversary night. Caller number 25 right now will win a pair of tickets to see the Wild take on the Winnipeg Jets on October 28th. Call now, 1-800-320-5326.
Man, we're just giving it away today. Let's go.
Give it away.
That's right.
You know what we got to do? Because Sauce and Parker and I just did like a 3-minute off-air task podcast.
Yeah.
You kicked
And we
me
had to
right
kick,
out of the
we
room.
had to kick Parrish out because we didn't want to spoil the last episode.
We're good guys.
We got to do a podcast and just spoil the hell out of it and just break it down.
it's
I could talk about
Yeah,
that show for
same.
5 hours, and it was only a
Yeah.
7-hour show.
Yeah, I could too. It's outstanding.
Mind-blowing for a mini-series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parker,
Unreal.
Sauce said he sobbed like a baby in episode
Yeah.
7. You also hit the waterworks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Taylor
boy.
and I were sitting there, and for anybody that's seen it, you know exactly what point we're talking about. But she's like, I like cry it. I like look over at her. She's no tears. I'm like, I'm sorry. But it was just so
that's the best.
emotional, and I think just like the way it went about, and like exactly what we were talking about earlier, like just the delivery was perfect.
Ruffalo
it's
nailed it, man.
Yeah, it was
Freaking
awesome.
Ruffalo.
Yep.
All right, let's do Vikings news.
Vikings news.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Truck Accessories Pro. That's right. KFC said it yesterday. We got a quarterback named Carson Wentz starting for us tomorrow night. What's J.J. Mack's status?
We did put J.J. McCarthy through an on-field workout just to see if he had a chance to make it this week. J.J., the medical staff, myself, we're all kind of encouraged about where he's at and the progress he's making, but he's just not there. And if this was a Sunday game, maybe it would be a little bit of a different story, and we could push it throughout the week and see where he's at towards the end of the week. But really, I look at today almost as the combination of a Wednesday, Thursday, but really it is a Friday on the timeline of coming up on being 48 hours out from the game.
It's an interesting comment, right? If it were a Sunday game, he'd probably play. That's
Yeah.
great to hear. What do you need to see, Coach, in order to name him ready to go?
I feel really good about the work we've done on the foundation of his fundamentals. That's been pretty evident through the work that he's done, and he's really the commitment to doing that. It's really just about hey, there's maybe a guy gets edged, and I don't really know the movement I'm going to have to make. That's where he still feels it. If he doesn't have the ability to do that pain-free, we obviously risk setting him back, which would be very, very unfortunate with the time lost already. But also giving him the best chance to go out there and have success is ultimately what we're looking for.
This show's dumb. Kevin O'Connell just says a guy gets edged, and Halverson smiles like the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland.
Correct.
My God.
Especially with who he's talking about.
And the second he said, if a guy gets edged, none of us listened to the rest of that.
No terrible.
We all checked out, and we're just looking at Zach smiling and giggling.
Zach, you'd love to see him get edged, wouldn't you?
All right, so that's the big quarterback controversy. It's when will McCarthy get thrown back into the fire? It sounds like next week.
Yeah.
Right? If everybody's going to stick to with what he's saying, that the fundamentals are there. It's just maybe this injury was a little worse than they thought. Closer to the 6 weeks as opposed to 2 to 4, something like that. Who knows? The other one that's a little interesting, might come to fruition tomorrow night, is running back with Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, because Mason's looked pretty freaking good. while Aaron Jones has been gone, but Aaron Jones is back at practice, the whole designated to return bit, and according to a lot of people, trending towards playing tomorrow night.
Also wanted to make note of Aaron Jones' 21-day window opening up today. That'll be something that will happen today, and we'll see where he's at potentially for his availability on Thursday night.
If he does play, that's fine, right? Two heads are better than one.
Man, yeah.
Nothing
Plenty of room for both.
nothing wrong with having a couple of options. But man, I mean, I mean, is it nuts to say that I want Jordan Mason to stay the number one running back?
100% agree.
Yeah, I think you're correct. Yeah.
Aaron Jones opens up kind of some passing out of the backfield type of stuff that we didn't really do with Jordan Mason. So there's that aspect. But I agree with you. Downhill, getting between the A and the B gap. Like, I think Jordan Mason, that's what he's done best for us.
And it's an easy thing until Aaron's 100% to just still kind of split the percentage more towards Mason. But when they're both absolutely back to 100, I wonder what the split's going to be.
And it's a hamstring injury, so that's something that you may not want to.
Yeah, that lingers.
Yeah.
Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to let it? One of the best.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, and I know too, when it comes down to it in pro sports, when both of them are healthy, it's who's performing best. It's
true.
Bottom line.
You're going to rock with that guy every day of the week.
Mason's
100%.
younger, and you know, I think he was brought in to be the starter. So
Love both guys, though.
He's ready.
Yeah.
very much so.
Aaron's
Very,
really
very
good
much
for us.
so,
Yeah, and he's a
Good
great
dude,
teammate.
Yeah, cool dude.
The one name, Hawk, and maybe you have this, is Brian O'Neill hasn't practiced all week. That
It'd be nice to get him back.
Yeah, they need him. They had him last week, and he was great. So
What's the do we when I was gone? Do we get any timeline update on Ryan Kelly, or does it look like he might be?
Haven't heard a word about
haven't
it.
heard, and
That's not good. If we haven't heard a word,
That's not good.
So what's the plan? Is it still Brandell at center, or
They're
going
still
to
deciding
Jurgens?
that.
Yeah,
They're still deciding that. Actually,
yeah.
I think at this point it's got to be Brandell. I can't imagine that. It's gonna be enough practice to work the guy back in at center. I don't know.
And he had a rough game.
He had a rough
against
game.
Philly.
There's no doubt about it. And he got,
yeah.
you know, there was the fake holding call that shouldn't have been, but he had a rough game.
He got banged around a couple.
But that said, you know, it's a great defensive line we played, and
He's never played center.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Like,
yeah.
and everybody raved about how well he played the game before that, never having played center essentially at any level. So,
Yep.
my guess is even if you get off to a great start, there's going to be a learning curve when
yeah.
you're playing center in the
And when
NFL.
Jalen Carter's in front of you, too, that makes a complete
Jordan
difference.
Davis, yeah.
Probably
they
easy.
are good.
No
They
doubt
are
about it.
good.
Carson Wentz on the Chargers defense.
They do a good job. You know, I was in that division last year, so I got to see him twice. A lot of respect for the way they do things. Honestly, they make it tough. You know, they don't do anything crazy. You know, but what they do really sound. They have good players, and they mix it up just enough to make it, you know, complicated at times. And so it's a fast defense. They fly around. They're pretty assignment sound. They mix up, you know, the personnel on the back end quite a bit. So it's going to be a good challenge.
They have lost 3 out of 4. The Chargers.
Yeah, they're banged up.
After those first 3 games, there were a couple of national pundits saying that the Chargers were sneakily one of the 2 or 3 or 4 best teams in the NFL. It's gone south since then. If it's injury related, that's different. But man, a couple, what you could argue a month ago, they were all of a sudden kind of a trendy, fashionable pick as a sleeper to make a deep run here, and now they've been humbled a little bit. They're 4-3.
Yeah, Carson Wentz is undefeated on Thursday Night Football. He's 7-0.
Is that right?
Let's keep that going.
Well, let's talk about it then.
Yeah.
I'm looking at their defense right now, too. There's 7 guys with an IR next to their name on the Chargers defense, so they're definitely banged up. And is Khalil Mack like as good as he once was?
I don't think
he
so.
has that bounce, but yeah, let's keep the Carson
Their
Wentz train
offensive
up.
line, and you know, Grenard's such a class act that he's not going to hammer on their offensive line, but it's not good.
Well, that's something that we need to be better at.
Yeah.
And I think we saw that in the Eagles game. Like, I think that's something that the Eagles offensive line dominated our defensive line. So if we can get back to that, putting some pressure on the quarterback,
that helps.
we'll be all right.
Yeah, that
They
helps.
need, if they're going to be without Van Ginkel for a little while longer, they need Dallas Turner to play like the pick that they picked him at.
definitely.
Right? He's got to get some sacks.
Yeah, one point in that game, the Eagles game, they popped up like those AI stats on the board because I was at the game, and it was like Carson Wentz has 3 seconds in the pocket and Jalen Hurts has like 3.6 seconds in the pocket. And like that difference is, I feel like huge.
yeah.
And that was able to kind of run some of those double routes to AJ Brown on the sideline. Devontae Smith could use his speed to like get open downfield. And I think the Chargers are going to do some of that as well with, they got that deep threat, on
Winston
their,
Johnson.
yeah, on their side as well. So like if you give them them time in the pocket, he's going to throw those deep balls.
Following the game on Twitter, because I wasn't allowed to watch it because of, the geolocation
Yeah,
thing.
Maxwell's probably got a website.
Probably. So somebody help me with this. All I saw, somebody tweeted, like, if you had given Dallas Turner 10 more seconds, he would have eventually gotten to Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell if that was a shot at how bad Turner was playing or just how much time in general Jalen Hurts was having. Was it a little bit of both?
It was both, yeah.
Turner has like one move. And the move, I don't know. Like, I know he's young and all that, but like, when you are the 17th overall pick, they move up for you.
Yeah.
And then a couple of the guys behind you are studs. You have to make more than a difference in a couple of tackles for losses, right?
Well, it was just a weird situation too, because like Javon Hardgrave only played like a certain amount of snaps, and like some other situations happened. But I think you're right. Like there just wasn't enough pressure on the quarterback, and there were so many double routes that were ran by the Eagles receivers. And then if you give Jalen Hurts that much time, he's a champion. He's going to make those plays.
Well, and the first one to Brown. Pete Bursich goes, this is like watching 7-on-7 football.
Yeah, there was no pressure.
No pressure.
Exactly. We got to fix that.
Parrish, you ever walk into a room but you can just like feel somebody's presence, and I don't mean like a ghost. You just I just know my wife's in this room, or like I know Gino's in this room. I can feel it.
Oh, I always can tell.
You can obviously see Parker Fox and me sauce and myself, right? Because you're looking right at the three of us. Do you sense a presence?
Maybe a former partner.
That list could be long.
That I worked with.
Oh, that you worked with.
On air.
I was going to say.
Jim Rich?
No, much nicer.
Much nicer than Jim Rich.
Yeah.
Who's nicer than Jim Rich?
Better attitude.
Better attitude than Jim Rich?
Yeah, better smile. Way more fun to work with.
It's not Rosie.
God, you're dumping on
I've been
Rich.
here the whole morning, dude.
I love Jim Rich, but is it Audra Martin?
She's right behind me.
Hi, Audra. There she is. Look at Audra.
There she is. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing?
The GOAT.
Sauce, would you get out of her chair, please, and come over here and sit by me?
Yeah, what's wrong with you, Sauce?
Get out of that chair, man.
Get out of that chair, please.
Audra Martin is here. We'll talk to her. We'll talk to Parker Fox. We'll talk to Mark Parrish. The 8 o'clock hour of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.